I'm going to do a quick show you this PWSA12 B1 12 volt angle grinder. Got into the 12 volt stuff at Parkside. Later on I'd focused on the 20 volt stuff, and then I'm guessing the 12 volt stuff came out after, and I shunned away from it. And I started buying bits and bobs. This wasn't the first piece. Possibly the drill driver with the removable chuck, something like that, was my first 12 volt bit. And I've got to say, I'll have to do a video on it, but I love that drill. That it's my everyday go-to if I'm building up planters. It's just what I grab. I've plenty of extras in it. But anyway, back to this, right? So I like to keep these cardboard sleeves. Now there are pictures on the boxes, as you can see there, but I just find it a little bit easier just to locate what I want when it's on a shelf, or I'm rummaging through these, if I can keep these on. But they aren't gonna last. They're not gonna last forever. They're getting battered, misshaped. But anyway, I'll show you this. Now, been out for a while, this, and that's like one of the older boxes, you can see. Well, it's just this folded over plastic, but it still works. And then that's it there. Bare unit. Obviously, I've got a wee disc in it. I've just been using it actually. Shaped very much like bigger brand names, and this was in the era of when I was keeping everything with a charger and a battery, and obviously any consumables just to keep me going, and just so I can lift it and go. Now, I don't know if this is me being stupid, but I always had trouble getting a battery charger to fit in the box, and I've got quite a few 12 volt chargers. I don't know whether I was doing something daft and I wasn't putting it in right, but if you've had the same problem, this is the PLGK12 A2, and that fits in, but for a long time I was having to carry the charger separate, and well, I don't know whether it was me or whether the older, newer chargers didn't fit, but luckily I had different models of them and was able to swap it around. Anyway, it is just a 12 volt angle grinder, very small, very handy. Takes 76mm discs from memory with a 10mm diameter bore. Easy enough to get hold of. Whenever I'm in Lidl's and I see little packs of them, I do buy them and keep them so that I've always got them. But they're easily obtained from, I think I had to buy some from Amazon actually, but Screwfix maybe doesn't. But anyway, I keep some cutting discs, some grinding discs. That's just a cutting wheel that I'm using at the minute. So I was having to cut something. I was having to cut a monitor bracket up earlier. You'll see that. And very fine disc. Don't even know the diameter of them, but sorry, not the diameter, the width. 1.5mm maybe. Not very fine. Great for intricate work, delicate work, where, like, let's say a 5-inch cordless grinder might be too powerful, too fast going. This, you can hold it easily in one hand, hold the material in the other, and cut, grind, shape, whatever you need to do. If you can't bolt it to a bench or a table, or secure it somewhere, Very good, very easy to use. I do find the switch is slightly easy to knock off. Maybe that's a good thing, but if I'm holding it and my thumb slips, it does seem to knock it off relatively easier than it is to push on. So it's easier to turn it off than it is to turn on. Maybe that's a safety feature. Maybe it's just a design fault. But yeah, that's all it is. So I'm in there putting a key away. So you have a spindle lock, rotate until it locks in, and use your Allen key. And there's nothing fancy. You just anti-clockwise to slacken, and then clockwise to tighten back up. You don't need to go too mad. You're not spinning at mega speeds here. But yeah, it's very handy. And when it's all in the box, I sometimes have to play about with putting some of the discs inside the cover, just to try and store as much in as possible. But there I am, ready to go. Charge battery, charger that I know can fit in the box, and a very handy little, I don't know what you call it, a 3-inch grinder. Great for working on small parts. You shallow out pretty quick, you bottom out with the fact that you've not got much clearance there, you've not got much cutting depth, but for intricate stuff it's great.